Hello, friends. My name is Kevin Durbin, and I am a longtime parishioner within the boundaries of the Archdiocese of Kansas City and Kansas. And I'm a proud member of the Wood Brothers. I'm here today with Father Benjamin Shahzad, who is the pastor of St. Paul's Parish in Karachi, Pakistan. And the reason that there's a group of men halfway around the world from Karachi, Pakistan that call themselves the Wood Brothers.
That's right.
Father Ben, this goes back maybe a dozen years, maybe longer than that, when you were in seminary work. Could you tell us a little bit about the relationship and how the Wood Brothers even came to be about?
Yeah, thank you so much, Kevin. It was in 2004 when for the first time I visited Curia of Ars. At that time, I was student in Rome. I was studying there missiology and got my degree in theology of mission. And it happened to be through one of my friends came to know about Archdiocese of Kansas City. And I got in touch with Monsignor Charles, who was at that time Vicar General, and asked him if I could possibly visit Kansas City. And he said yes. And then when I landed to Kansas, I met Monsignor Charles and spent my first ever summer with Monsignor Charles. So this is how I came in contact with the parishioners of Curia of Ars. The story of the Wood Brothers is very interesting. When I came to visit the Curia of Ars in Kansas City, there was a group of men who became very good friends of mine. And then anytime when I needed help, I could ask one of them, and they always said, oh, yes, we would. And we would do it for Father Ben. And that's how it became a group, like a name for a group of friends who started calling themselves Wood Brothers. So we would do everything for Father Ben. So that's how since then, it's like almost from 2004 till today, this group is there known as a Wood Brothers, that they are going to help Father Ben. And with this group, then we also have started many other spiritual activities, which I'm so proud that it's not just a social group, but it's a group of men who are growing in their spiritual life, and they are becoming very active members of the church, members of their own parishes.
Yeah, well, and I can tell you, as I said, I'm a very proud member of those Wood Brothers, and it is a group of men that helps keep me grounded in the faith. And I, it's the reason why you and I are talking today, because here we are again, looking for an opportunity that where we would do that to help, because the needs, there's still a need. So now you're back in parish ministry at St. Paul's Parish, a pastor at St. Paul's Parish in Karachi, Pakistan. And like so many people all over the world, Father Ben, this global pandemic that we've been dealing with since early 2020 has had an impact and is creating the need that the Wood Brothers want to try to help. Could you tell us a little bit of what's going on?
Yes, Kevin, after serving the minor seminary for 7 years, and then also being the rector of National Seminary in Pakistan for 7 years, once again I'm back to the parish life. And the one thing which is very interesting, let me share it with you. Many people, they ask me, Father Ben, now you have finished your seminary, so how do you feel now when you are back in the parish, in the pastoral field again? So I normally tell them, I said, now I feel that the work from here is finished. Now the work from here starts. So
Amen.
if you are pastor, you have to now all the time you have to work from your heart, and that makes you are actually a pastor. So since I came back to my pastoral ministry, the first thing which I learned, Kevin, was this, that this pandemic has affected the whole world. But I would like to share few things about my parish where I am. This is one of the biggest parish we have in the Archdiocese of Karachi in Pakistan. We have about 5,000 Catholic families. And mostly the people are like average people, not very rich. Most of them may be below average. Most of them, they are daily, they work on daily wages. So if you work, you get money, you support your family. If you don't get a job, then on that day, there is nothing for you. So this pandemic, what has done, because of this, that most of the time they didn't have anything to do, no work. And that has affected the families financially. With that also, has affected the education of the children. Because if they did not earn anything, they wouldn't pay the school. And that's why they stopped sending their children to the schools. So the ration became a big problem. Then paying the tuition fees became a problem for them. So this is where I would like to ask the Wood brothers and the other friends to help us. I would like that all the kids in our parish must go to school. They must study. And we have in the parish 4 elementary schools, 1 high school. Over 2,000 students are studying in these schools. They are Muslims and Christians together. And we would like to help all the students, because we know even our Muslim friends, their families, they also are struggling. Sure. Their struggle is also the same as ours. So we would like to continue to help and support our students who are not being able to pay their tuition fees. And let me also share with you, when I came to this parish, I saw that there were many kids who were not coming to the school. And when I approached the parents that what is the reason why you are not being able, why you are not sending your children to the school? So they said, because the tuition fees has they could not pay that since last 2 years because of no job. And it became so much that they could not. So what we did, that we started announcing that please don't worry, whatever last 2 years you could not pay, don't worry about that. You start sending your kids and we will find some ways to help students to continue their studies. So that's why this interview actually, which we are having today, dear friends, is because of that, to ask you, and especially the Wood brothers, to help our students to pay their tuition fees. We are looking for scholarships for these students so they can continue to study.
Yeah. Well, thank you for thanks for that background, Father Ben. And so part of it, like you would expect, I mean, it's not all families that can't pay. Some families are able to keep up a little bit. Some maybe completely, some not at all. And so it's and the parish has helped as much as you can to help cover that, but there's still a shortfall, and that's why we're asking for help. And that's why the Wood brothers are again stepping up and saying, I would do that, I would help with that. And we just want to ask for your help to, to help cover some of these expenses. It's still, you still got to pay the teachers, you still have to pay for the facilities and all of that, whether the school fees are coming in. And so we want to make sure that these children of all ages have the opportunity to continue to get their education. Well, thank you, Father Ben. Anything else that you'd like to add?
Yes, you are right, Kevin. And this is what we would like to ask you, that with this scholarship program, we will be able to support our parish schools, and especially the students who cannot pay the tuition fees.
Yeah.
We would like them to help, and we are going to also ask them that even if they pay little and then rest we can help them. So then we work together. That's what we are trying to, that even the families also, they are ready to pay some if they get little extra support from us. So they are also ready to join hands in this our scholarship program.
Great. Yes. And all we're trying to do is help them catch up. Just get caught up.
Yes, that's right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
This may be another 1 or 2 years once the situation gets better. I'm sure this parish, Kevin, where I'm now in St. Paul's Parish, 20 years ago, as a young priest, I was assigned to this parish. And this big school where I am now again, I was part of the building of this school.
Yeah.
So we built from the scratch, and this was a beautiful building. And I remember at that time, because our archdiocese helped us to build this new school. So at that time, I asked my parishioners, I said, we will pay the whole fees because now the bishop has helped us to build the school. We will not ask them to pay also for the teachers. So we will manage to pay that. And the people supported me.
Yeah.
We never asked the archbishop to give us extra subsidy to meet the expense of the school. The people were there with us. So, but when after 20 years, when I have come back, I see that they are finding it difficult. But they are really great people, wonderful, parishioners, always ready to support and help. And I said, as the situation gets better, I think they will start managing on their own.
Yeah. Well, Father Ben, we are absolutely going to help. It's God works in mysterious ways to bring you back after 20 years.
Thank you.
So
yes, that's right.
We're definitely going to help. It's going to be great.
Thank you so much, Kevin.